check, microphone check. We in the building, man. Hey, Top Flight TV. I'm here with no other than the seminal Sonny Bronco. What's up, big dog?
What's up, my nigga? I'm chilling, my nigga. What's going on?
Ain't too much, man. I'm just I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad we able to meet and chop it up here on the platform. We got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of things I want to ask you, and we just gonna get right into it, man. I want to know first and foremost, man. You're a man of many trades. You do a lot of different things. Why don't you tell the people, man, what all you got going on?
For the last 5 years, I've been doing freelance videography, audio engineering, video editing, content creation, live freestyles, podcasting, motivational speeches, all the bullshit decorations that will make you a social media influencer, I guess. But I did all these things out of desperation. Realizing that you got to take control over your whole career. And this is a world built on self-independency now. So you might have to become a jack of all trades. Master of none, better to be a master of just one.
So you said you did all this out of desperation. I can relate to that. And this is saying it's called the gift of desperation. Out of desperation comes a lot of fruit. You understand? A lot of things come from being in a desperate situation, not having a lot of resources, having to get your hands dirty. Now, as far as rapping and artistry goes, what exactly made you? What was the last straw that said, you know what, man, I got to do this shit myself?
This nigga, this nigga J Loss took all the videos down that we did over like the last 4 years or like 3 years or some shit. I don't want to exaggerate the time length. But I was performing and a fan came up to me and said, have you seen that all the videos are down? And I didn't get a message back after I asked them where they was at. And I felt inferior. And around that time, COVID was out. So I figured I'd use the stimulus check to buy a camera and start shooting my own videos. Just from learning you gotta shoot your own videos, that you gotta edit them and color grade them, and so many other different things that come and the story goes on. But that was the day. And if Music Mindset remembers their show in Frederick, the date, Whitney and I forget her partner's name. If they remember that date, that's the day that I said I have to do all this shit by myself, no matter what. Yeah.
So you said somebody took your videos down off of their channel. Was there any explanation or reason why?
I think that's because they weren't mine. Right? And you got no control over that once it's out there. So it's scary to get pissed off and not know your emotion when you feel like somebody's taking something away from you that was never yours. Naive and ignorant to the game. I learned a soft lesson.
So you had the last straw. You said, man, look, I got to do this on my own. I can't put all my eggs in one basket. I cannot rely on anybody to assist me in my journey to that magnitude. So you ventured off on your own journey to start doing your own videos. What challenges did you face shooting and editing your own videos?
Oh my goodness. Okay, for all the freelancers or people that want to, frame rates, challenge, knowing when and how to split in a video to create motion. my computer crashed. That was the biggest. That was the biggest. The biggest. Matter of fact, I want to skip everything else that may have presented to be a challenge. My computer crashed. And that just let me know that I didn't know what I was doing. And you gotta take your time. Cause I was desperate. Remember this? I was desperate. You gotta take your time. But as you go on and you fail, I realize taking your time matters to next year or next month. If you want to become that fast-going editor or engineer, you would have to take your time in the first 2 to 3, 4, 5 years of this new skill or craft that you're journeying into or venturing into. Cameras is the reason. I think, and I know this now because I deal with the whole thing because I have to become all of it, which is more to the story. This is the hardest part out of most of entertainment. It's one of the hardest parts. I believe writing is like true expressive thoughts that bring imagery into life and can be filmed from a script, like writing first and then filming. So much to a filming perspective, not as a like a hip hop thing. Filming is very difficult, and it is not a 1, 2, 3 step thing, for sure.
Let me back you up real quick. 2000, don't get me the line, man. 2016, I was scrolling down my timeline, and I came across this rap video. How about that? And I seen this cat, right? And it was you. And my man, and let me tell you, I was about 2 years into shooting videos, and I seen you, man, and your style was very flamboyant. You know what I mean? You look very comfortable in front of that screen, and it looked like you had the backing of your neighborhood, of your town, and that was a catchy song. How about that? That's the name of the song, right?
Right.
How about that? Absolutely. Barber chair, my man it was a dope look, man. It was like it took me back to the days of hip hop, man. It just had that. It had that vibe to it. What is it? What was it like being? This is a very broad question. What is it, and what was it like being a rapper in Hagerstown, Maryland?
You're gonna get laughed at first. First, you get laughed at. If we're talking, from the outside looking in, we'll get laughed at first. But from the inside, going out, this is all we got from where we're from. Right? So I'm about to give you, myself, whether you judge me or not, I'm about to give you everything I got. And that's why that song has a high frequency, and it connected with so many people. Before we got to shoot the video, it was in people's cars. It was in the clubs for sure. T-Bop knows we sold out a couple. DJ Nori knows we sold out a couple of their shows that they threw around the community. They was packed, and the song had no guidance, maybe no substance, but it was everything that I had for the people around me in this community. I hope I answered your question.
No, perfect. All right, so you dropped that joint, and now the town's with you. Tell me, man, because I'm around, right? So I see a lot of artists that they get that one big joint, right? They get that momentum, and then as time goes by, did the support and the fan base stay the same, or did it seem like some people dwindled off? Because people seem to have, once they see hope, they'll hop on the bandwagon and then rock out with you. But when it starts to look, because we all know this is a marathon, So when it starts to look a little dim, right, people tend to disappear or fall back. You know what I mean? Tell me what that's like, man. Did you experience that? Have you experienced that?
Yeah. So if you go from how about that to the the latest video that I've shot, you'll see how many people aren't in the picture. My explanation for that, like everybody's here in the beginning, but not right there in the end. Um, you get this light, like I believe it's spiritual. It's one person. It could be whatever form of creative or artist around you, but you get one person to take it up another frequency for the community to see, and it reaches them through sound waves. If you're a rap artist, I'm just gonna go here. Let's go rap artist, nowhere else. And word gets around, and maybe this image of you gets built from the old times or potentially who you could be, and it inspires them. And when you have a gathering that's about the star, you get the community to be inspired or influenced to take on the same art if they already had it in their hearts to do it. So from that time, I realized, and I'm in Master Pete's chair, and he gave me a jewel right there. While he was, because he couldn't really cut my hair while I was performing, he said, some friends are disappointments waiting to happen. I'll never forget those words. Those were from Master Pete, and I was in his chair. Maybe that made me understand the moment that we was having right there. It's nothing personal from them, but it's everything I got for y'all. If I could take you back to where we was in the beginning of the conversation, because they deserve that. Not just Pete locking everybody out of the shop. They should be in the shop. We should be out front of the shop together, because this is an inspiring moment for everybody to grow. As time goes on, people find inspiration from you in that moment. It's for them to grow. This is the trees in the woods that send nutrients to each other through the system underneath. Like, we're all supposed to grow. So I'm not mad at nobody that it would seem like they're not there in the videos or they're not there in the studio, because I got all that shit in my, that wasn't their dream. That was their moment of inspiration.
Speaking of inspiration.
Amen. All praises due to the Most High.
Absolutely. Speaking of inspiration, who were some people that inspired you in the industry and locally here in Hagerstown? Who did you look at and say, man, they doing it, they did it, or in the industry, somebody that I know you rock with Tupac.
Yeah.
I know that. I'm right there with you.
I was just reading a book. I'm listening to my bad, bro.
So, who inspired you, dog?
Spencer Jackson and Dyron Bell were.
D-Bell, not bad.
Dyron Bell, what's up? Spencer Jackson, what's up? These guys are direct hits.
Is that the fam? The fam?
No. No. I seen them shooting a video one day. That was an inspiration. I was probably 8 years old. They were shooting a video in front of Bunky's, which is a legendary corner store in the Jonathan Street area on North and Jonathan. I lived on 102 West North Street, right off of Jonathan Street. I seen them shooting a video. Oh, man. But Spencer Jackson, somebody that encouraged me to step in front of a crowd first. He passed me a microphone at the age of I was in second grade, Lion and Lamb Camp, and it was a freestyle Saturday or an event. Me and Caesar Smith rap battle. I said a cuss word, but he gave me a chance at that age. Growing up, Dyron Bell was the first person to actually have open arms for somebody like me to come and record and not judge me and want to put me out. Because I got a phone full of raps, like I'm ready to go. You feel me? Whatever song's here, but that's just my hustle in the beginning. I gotta take my hat off again for them two, man. And when it was time for me to set my own studio up, Darren Bell was right there to come and help me set that up for myself so I can move forward. Influenced, like as a creative thing, for me to take control of everything the way you see, the way I do, and go here, there, and the third, and then be independent. It's Tupac and Nipsey Hussle. More Nipsey Hussle because he had a chance to do podcasts with more information about the rap industry. Tupac was more controversial. It was so much more to say about it. But Nipsey Hussle let me know that I need to own something first before I go out into this world of business. And that's where I'm at today.
So speaking of geographics, man, tell me about, let's talk about Hagerstown for a minute.
Yeah.
What was Hagerstown like growing up?
Hagerstown was like a native area with just brick buildings. Like, if we could take away the brick buildings and replace them with, I don't know, teepees, people in each village would know each person from that village walking or trooping. And if they were from here, they would be respected no matter what. In due time, when you look up, there is a lot of violence from the out-of-town crowd that has an influence on the natives. Sometimes it's out of defense, the natives that are from here. So it wasn't so dangerous at first. It was very sports driven. Music was like, if you did music, you was a certain few and people knew you did music. And your music was community approving. People had light for people. The coaches cared about the players. The teachers cared about the students. It was almost like the policemen cared about the drug dealers. It was just native. And why I say the policemen cared about the drug dealers, because you could be one of the hustlers that one of these policemen knew or went to school with your mom and your aunt, and it was that close because they weren't that far apart. It's tight knit. I can get to north, south, east, or west in 10 minutes from each highway over here. So everything on the inner city isn't cluttered, but it's convenient and accessible to the world of Hagerstown natives. So even if you was on the outskirts of Hagerstown, there's a corner store in town that you loved since a kid because this was the only one that you got brought to growing up as a kid. Hagerstown was, this is a place to steal somebody's bike and ride out in the summertime, man. This is a great place to be. I can't lie.
Yeah.
You know how I really felt? I was like, I got more work to do. Because I know I'm the person that speaks to the community for growth. And I'm like, we ain't get past this yet. That's how I felt. And I'm like, so, and the people reacting to probably a young lady's idea of community that isn't even grown into a woman's perspective in life. So you got grown men lashing out about what a young woman said, and the clashing of two different generations. No, nobody really gonna step to, correct her, and she's probably not gonna take any information or direction to be corrected in life. That's how she feels right now. But you can make, like I am, like you have to make the difference, or she's gonna be thinking like that, and then you just never know what happens to the young ones that come up underneath of you. And so many bad things happen right after things get said. It's hard because God has his ways with the world, and you live on what would be his good side, quote unquote, in a nutshell, because we don't know what that is really, right? We don't know what that is, playing with semantics, what's that word? Semantics. Fucking with the brain of the natives, right? When it's not us anyway. We're fucking geniuses. I know so many of them. We're really good sports players. I know so many of them. We're really good tech people and engineers and mechanics. Hagerstown breeds what we would call a hard-working young man till he grows into a man to become, and there's millionaires that came from this place that they down and would like to put in, what is it, a 6 blocks radius from Church Street to, what is that, Church Street to Church Street? From, in the Jonathan area? Is this the hoodest place of that? People have to outgrow the mindset that they were born into. This is the little poverty-stricken area of the Jonathan area, which I'm from, 220 North Jonathan Street, and almost died in there. That's why I got this scar right here in that drunken alleyway that they talk about. This scar right here, I got hit by a drunken driver, literally in hit and run. I'm from that, 39 Bethel, 65 Murph Ave, 450 Park Place. So you gotta grow out of it. I'm like, you're looking at somebody that had the drug addiction, that lived in the area, that wanted to be down, that wanted to be hood. You gotta grow out of it. People have their phase of it. So I ain't mad at nobody. One day they'll see. Excuse me.
What would you say to the little Sonnies, the young brothers and sisters that are out right now that are 14, 13, 14, 15, 16? What's one thing that you would say to them, one jewel, man, one piece of wisdom that you would try to give them if they can all hear you at this very moment? What would you say to them to guide them in their journey through life?
All right, if you want to be creative, just know that it comes with business. And if you want to be business, just know you might have to step on somebody's head. So watch that and have great intention with all of it, because God's watching. The younger Sonnies. And he means well when he does wrong by you. It's just to fix you. It's a wrench in the game.
All right, so to be sensitive, I want to be sensitive here. After the viral status, right? There was some occurrences out here with some violence, some unfortunate, senseless violence. And you made a post, you made a long post, man, that I listened to every word and I felt your pain and I felt the same way that you felt in that moment. Did you get any feedback from, do you get any feedback or backlash from your stance? Being, because it's one thing, right, in this culture, man, to go against the grain when people such as yourself speak out and speak like a grown man. It is very taboo because even the old heads is like nobody wants to speak out and say what's right. Nobody wants to speak out and say what our mother or father might have said to us. You understand? Just speaking with real sense. Have you ever got any backlash or is there any type of, did anybody give you any type of pushback on your stance anytime as far as having sense and doing the right thing and being positive?
No, and sometimes I'll be going on rants, so I forget what I say and I'll delete it. Like, but it'll be, that's how I know God coming through me. And that's why he be in the middle of that message somewhere. Like I don't miss it. He won't let me go the whole rant without speaking on why this isn't godlike duties and why this is happening to people that's operating in the negative field. This is what we all are in our positions in life. Hard work, right? If it's spiritual, tread lightly. But we know what hard work does with jobs, cameras, right? You can actually set your life up to say, thank you, God. The stressful part is playing on social media, trying to prove your life to everybody, trying to get the word across. Playing in a field that really doesn't matter to you in your life. Maybe you should keep your thoughts to yourself, but you realize that there are weak-minded people out here that need saving. Your people. My favorite superhero is the Silver Surfer. Y'all dive into that story and y'all understand a little bit more why Sonny Bronco has to go to these different dimensions of information and knowledge to bring back to my people to cure them from the sick mind diseases that they think on every day. And I've seen many come to life, but it's an ongoing thing. The backlash from what would be a soft viral post, say 3K plays, 11 likes, two comments, and I'll realize that either you gotta soak this in, because they show you how long the minutes play, like 2 minutes. How long is this skit most replay, right? I know this shit. I'm the nerd guy that plays on Instagram and Facebook all the time. I gotta watch it just for a little bit before I take it off. And I have to watch myself. You gotta watch your words. You gotta watch what you say. You might not know what you say. That's why you don't disrespect shit when you're stepping in the name of God. So I can give a fuck about the backlash, bro. Or what, mate, I don't think it's ever came either. And I'd add him to that live. I'd bring him up there for it. Because if my opinion's up in the air in the open on a platform like that and somebody has a good way to be a contender to my message, I'd bring them on to see how great their perspective was and their opinion is on what the fuck I was saying. And if it wasn't strong, I'd destroy them. But they would have to be ready for that type of humiliation in front of the public. Because that's just, you know, it's the 3.6K looks, but the 11 likes. So people's going to see you get cried. And who cares? I don't care about anything else after that because it'd be debates. My real life, I fixed it. I'm trying to help y'all motherfuckers. My real life, I don't, excuse me, my bad. Because I keep going up here and talking my hands. Keep forgetting the mic's up here, my bad. My real life, I'm trying to fix it. So I stay away from it. And I'm like, psh. Now I'm just like, man, you know, fuck them rants. For real. Fuck a Facebook status, my nigga. Every man is gonna have their moment with God. Every one of us. Every dog, every little insect, every one of us, bro. And it's enlightening. It's enlightening, my nigga. For real. It's scary. For, I don't know, a bird to watch a snake crawl a tree up against its eggs. It's scary. But you gotta have your moment for that. Yeah, so maybe I'm their moment. Maybe I'm their reminder, refreshment. But I can care less about the backlash.
All right, back to the music, man. I seen you on a platform. What was it? High Life?
High of life.
How of Life? I seen you on tell me where this rap thing is taking you, man. I seen you on some pretty big platforms, man. Tell us where music has took you.
Music's taking me to like the cities or like
I'm talking about cities,
platforms and stuff.
Anywhere that sticks out in your mind, anything that you said, anything that you were, I don't want to say surprised, but
Oh yeah, all right, I got you.
yeah,
The first joint when I was like, this is music, this is what this will do. Chaos. Damn. Yo, I'm stranded, bro. He took me to party with Bobby Smurder.
okay.
Right? But I was in this blue sweater with these khakis. We was in DC. I was in the section. I was with Bobby Smurder, you feel me? He's like, not too much, like whatever. I have no idea. I'm with this the homie. This is big homie, you feel me? So whatever the case may be. Let me, I don't know, bleep his name a little bit. Good. I don't even know if you feel me? But we chilling. And I'm like, this is music. From then on, my first time going to New York was performing. And this is my first time in New York. I'm performing in New York. My second time traveling for music, I think it was Richmond. And the third time was New York, and then Atlanta, and then Florida. Man, I did a motherfucking, they had an Airbnb party in the back splash or someplace in my first time down there, bro. Grabbed the microphone and hosted a whole party, bro. No cap. This shit just fun, you feel me? If you got this shit in your heart, you're gonna want to do this shit everywhere. You're gonna have one of them USB drives or anything. I'm strapped up everywhere. I got like 4 of them in the car. California, I got to perform a music video scene out there. Shit. For real. I got a vlog, matter of fact, out there just before I knew anything. And it's music. Beyond where it took me, is what it taught me. And a slap in the face to step into my evolution of learning ownership and then starting into the business side. It's the greatest thing this music could ever do for me. Because I know I'm not ready yet. And that's when I knew I wasn't ready yet. When you don't have complete ownership. And I got this message because Nipsey Hussle was promoting this. It's a beautiful cycle, you know what I mean? I love hip hop.
Speaking of love and hip hop, besides yourself, what artists, right? Let me get one artist locally and one artist nationally that you rocking with right now, if any.
Damn, nigga said locally. Locally, Sonny Bronco the Seminole. That's who I'm rocking with, man. Did you say that? That nigga did say that. That's crazy. All right, hold on. Get the fuck out of here. All right, hold on.
National joint first. Like I said, if any, you ain't rocking with nobody locally, hey, they.
I fuck with everybody from. Damn, who going hard right now?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It ain't nobody really going crazy right now, dog. Like,
Really
it's
going
only a front runner in the front, like that's really working.
Bro, I've been letting niggas go. I let niggas go the whole summer on my soul. I did. I swear I did. I ain't
It
doing.
seemed like the last year or two, it hasn't been a front runner. Like it seems like the motivation has been lost. The morale has been down. Something I don't know what it is. But normally you see somebody banging out, rocking out, and then
Bro, I did like 5. What I do? 7 Planet Valleys, 6 Planet Valleys this month, this year, and just cut it. That's when I was like, I'm gonna let somebody go. I'm doing this shit by myself. And then when you say internationally, right now, who I'm fucking with, YG. That shit be slapping on my soul. YG, I've been fucking with YG hard. But on the inside of the city, my nigga, when I'm looking around, when I'm looking around, bro, I'm like, this chick got somebody got, and I'm dead serious, bro. It's tracks and it's I'm just being pretty bitches everywhere because I be giving the leeway, and it is just right here, right? And that's because I had to master something. I know what it looks like to master a city now. I could do this and I can multiply this the way I did this here. I can model this and multiply this, which is my new business idea, which I'm going to do because I've done everything I said I was going to do, but now I have to own everything to push it that far. But when I see it, I'm like, God damn, how many people missed it? Nigga, I've been YouTubing this shit and then found myself in the ownership part, which a lot of these people that probably come up here can't just, yeah, I own this and this, that, and that. Nah, they probably say leasing something. And that video ain't on your page. That beat probably gonna get copyright. And if it does blow up, matter of fact, the ads getting ran to your credit card is, you know what? It's a lot I can say. But you gotta really master the whole thing about it before you wanna step into that world. So when I'm looking at the world of artists around me, I'm like, who the fuck's gonna start? Either watching and listening to me, because I be trying to give this shit out beyond this camera when I go around. Like, who's gonna start? Like, modeling after what I've done. And that lets me know I have more work to do. Like blowing up. That's the only thing left to do.
What would you like to see? Let me ask you. Okay, so when you started your grind, and even in the middle of your grind, right? What would you like to see? What did you need? What did you need the most? I know we all business owners, artists, we all need capital, right? We all definitely need that. But besides that, man, what do you think this area is missing in order to get to the bigger stage, the national stage? What do you think this area is lacking? The state of this area, the music scene. What is the music scene in Western Maryland lacking?
Collaboration. See how we did this today? Flight? Niggas be hating first, or intimidated in a lot of ways, or lazy because the day brung it, or they just really ain't got it in their heart, and the passion been ran dry. So you're probably not dealing with. And people say, you got to get out of Hagerstown. Nigga, I did get out of Hagerstown. And we just talked about these areas. And I set it on fire. You know what? I'm going to go back to these areas. The DMV, Harrisburg, California, New York to perform, Atlanta. It's a couple, but I'm just saying, you got to milk your own cow the way yeah, this Miami, this California, this, and then show your people when you come back. This area is missing self-independency and collaboration. Motherfuckers want to be exactly what they won't be. The beat maker and the rapper and the filmmaker. Which I have to be I have to be all of this shit because it's nobody that wants to say, let's do it like, nobody wants to do that shit for like 4 to 5 years or 6 years straight. Nobody. This shit be crazy when you start to think about it. The self-independency thing is taking niggas away from actually networking, collaborating and growing. We missing collaborations, nigga. This is what I was trying to do right here in the fire in the district. That was when I was working with Greenwood District to bring together some lyrical titans and verbal assassins, some of the hardest beat makers and producers together to form some type of fucking Teen Titan League or the Avengers, nigga. I want everybody in the room. I'm not scared. You feel me? I'm not. Matter of fact, niggas ain't been there for the whole shebang bang, and I had to do the extras to learn this shit to even put it together. So why we ain't been working for it? Niggas been watching me do this shit for a while. We missing out on collaboration. It's sad. It's sad. Sonny Bronco, figure this shit. Me, one of the artists that has an open energy for the community, is making his own beats, writing his own and recording, mixing, mastering his own songs, putting them out, shooting and editing the video himself. With one person, like you just can't pay these people from the beginning. Everybody want the money right now, bro. You missing out on collaborations. You might be doing, I'm saying, bro, that's what I see from this area. And it don't take, that's all I see. Should be wild, bro.
No, boy, you know.
So let me ask you, since that it's a lot of business involved with this. You understand? It's 10% talent, as they say, 10% talent, 90% business. You seem to say, you know what, I want to do something different, right? Where do you stand on that golden? This seems to be the golden rule, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have capital to get to where you want to go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's a. I don't even want to say it's unfortunate. That's just the way shit is. That's just the way it go. Even that's gonna bring me to my next topic, man. Even the biggest artists you see right now, and you know this, the biggest artists you see right now, the reason why they're the biggest artists is because they got marketing dollars behind them. You understand? We talked. I saw you, and I chimed in the Kendrick and Drake battle. You got Drake on one hand, right? And that seems to be the state of the industry, the state of the culture would be a Drake. That's what he embodies to an extent. And I know me and you and a lot of others was championing Kendrick because he seems to be more of the art side, you understand, and for what's right. And a lot of things you just talked about. Do you believe, or do you think that it will ever change, do you think that you can break down those barriers to where as though we can just collaborate, we can do things from an art standpoint, and then the business will follow?
No.
Or do you think it's gonna be? It has to be a mixture of both.
You, as good as you are creating, you gotta be as that good as, or even you gotta be 10 times better with business to make it work. You gotta be 10 times better at business than you are creating to make money off of falling, what you've fallen in love with. Or this is where we get starving artists. You have to learn the business side. This shit is really like fucking Thanos traveling the cosmos looking for each stone to complete this mission.
But let me stop you right there. We cannot forget this.
One of the most important parts, relationship, relationship, relationship. A lot of artists I see, especially locally, man, the relationships end up in a bad place. And as artists go up, or as artists progress, or as time goes on, a lot of relationships get burnt. You know what I'm saying? So I want to throw that in there. 10% talent, business, and I guess relationship falls within the business. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody ever invested in you or attempted to invest in you?
Yeah. Okay. What up, cuz? My nigga, beyond invested, believed in me, my nigga. To this day, bro. My nigga Lee did. Word, that nigga invested in the always homie. You know what I mean? You feel me? There's some big shit to think about. But fucking that nigga Gotti bought a feature from Money Jake out in Baltimore. That shit was fire how that came through.
No, you got people,
Money Jake, yep.
where is that?
No cap.
It's a song, you got a
There's a song. I ain't get the video off. He said it was a war down there. Or something. Something. Well, I don't know. You feel me? Like, the bullshit I really do is called Stuck There. Sonny Bronco featuring Money Jake. YouTube and Apple. Everywhere. No bullshit. No bullshit. Yeah, other than that, on my soul, nigga, we wasn't there for a nigga like real talk. Like a lot of the shit you see, it look like a nigga put the money, like it be, you gotta use your imagination a lot of times when we doing these things, but the hard work you do beyond the work that you just want to do is what it looks like to have extra money to invest in your dream. The hard work you do beyond the work that you want to do is what it looks like to invest in your dream. So it's the extra money that you need. So, like, to be resources and not just money. Some people invest their time into you too. That's big. I know a lot of people that invested their time into me. I got a list. I got a head full of niggas right now and females. Oh my soul. That time, valuable. That time somebody invests into you and you dream. For them people out there that don't even think to come to the sense of why this person can't just be supportive. They might got a family at home and bills to pay and energy to preserve for that job that they're working in the morning. And it's time away from their kids teaching them this, that, and the third. This isn't their initial dream, nigga. She might want to paint nails and curl hair. People have dreams that are around you, and people are not respecting that part no more. It's like, your idea is so good, why aren't you helping me? Motherfucker, you drive cars, I wheelie bikes. Niggas be so caught up in what they do and thinking that they have the greatest idea. This is why I never pushed this shit on nobody, bro. I watched it come alive myself. You know what I mean? And for so many reasons, that's why other people watch their life come alive too. They believe in their shit that hard, my nigga, that they really not tripping on talking to this person about what their dream is, my nigga. What their goal is. They ready to put the work in. They ready to do this for them and their family. They really not tripping on over explaining what they got going on to you. Or trying to put that you ain't supporting guilty conscience on. Right. You know?
Oh yeah. We about to wrap it up now. Hey, the sense shit, man. It's been a great interview, dog. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. If I had a bag, homie, you'd be the first artist I would snatch up. That's real talk. No. I've told many people this. I saw you perform at the thing last year. What thing? Kaleem's thing. What was that? It was a hip hop 50th anniversary of hip hop, wasn't it? Man, it brought tears to my eyes. Black friend. I heard the song, right, but when I saw you perform it, man, I don't get emotional. But that day, I got emotional, dog. That shit was powerful. You understand? Um, Real talk, man. You gotta push that song. You got jewels, dog. A lot of artists, man. I tell artists, man, focus on. You know how to do the analytics. What joint is doing good, man? Focused on that. Pump that. Stay laser focused on getting that out there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just my suggestion, advice for you, dog, because that's a real deep song, and everybody can relate to that. Nah, real shit, dog. Real shit. Nah, yeah, it is, bro. And nobody's doing that, dog. Like it's so refreshing to hear something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the performance was excellent, and man, just all around great artist, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blow smoke, man. I don't tell niggas they nice if they not nice. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave us with this, man.
I want to leave you with something.
Yeah. Leave. Go ahead.
God came to me while I was working, and you just brought me full circle with what you said. Say you don't get emotional and stuff, but that's really a good song. It's a deep song, something you felt. And he told me myself that my greatness has nothing to do with me, especially when I put it on display for the public. Whatever I did, whatever we did, father and son, whatever we did together, we're about to go show and tell. But this is for the people. Remember when I said they have their moment of inspiration, and you're supposed to be that little light in all of their darkness. We got a duty as humans to become that much of a light every time we get a chance to be in front of all of them. Even when we're right here, it's just us three, but we're in front of all of them. We got a duty to do right with all of this wrong shit going on. And that's why songs like Black Friends, they're not gonna stop. That's like a Sonny Bronco signature. It's like rice and gravy. And they match. And that's why I'm trying to build the sound to create. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to share this music. And I'm letting them, I gave them breathing room, bro. I swear I did, bro. I swear I gave them breathing room. It's so, a little ignorant music I'm gonna drop in a little bit. That's me crawling out that little dark space. Y'all enjoy it or not enjoy it. You ain't gotta click on none of them songs. Just how I was feeling at the time.
Hey. All right, man. Let the people know where they can find you, find your music, find your endeavors.
Uh, Spotify, Sonny Bronco, YouTube. That's where I prefer everybody to go anyway because I'm really not pushing. I'm really not tripping on Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, uh, you name it. Any and every platform, iHeartRadio. You can download the music from there. Hell, you can download my music from YouTube if you like. I don't give a damn anymore. It's for you. That's why I'm putting it here. It's yours.